Imagine if someone you loved walked out the door to go to work and vanished without a trace. No clues, no goodbyes, just gone. How would you cope? Welcome to Mystery Unveiled. Today, we journey into the heart of Chicago to dissect the vanishing of Kierra Coles, a 26-year-old postal worker and expectant mother whose sudden disappearance had left a community grasping for answers. On the evening of October the 2nd, 2018, Kierra Coles was captured on a surveillance camera near her apartment on the south side of Chicago. Clad in her postal worker's uniform, she appeared to be heading to work. A seemingly ordinary scene in an ordinary day. Yet, this footage would become the last known sighting of her. Kierra was more than just a name in a headline. Born and raised in Chicago, she was known for a vivacious spirit and her unwavering dedication to her family and friends. As the youngest of three sisters, she was the apple of her parents' eyes, a beacon of joy who's eagerly anticipating the arrival of her first child. Her career with the United States Postal Service wasn't just a job, it was a stepping stone toward a promising future for her. She had recently moved into her own place, embracing her own independence and the impending responsibilities of motherhood. Friends described her as meticulous, responsible, and someone who wouldn't disappear without informing those close to her. The night she vanished, Kierra called in sick to work. This in itself was unusual for her. The surveillance footage showed her walking past her car, seemingly in a hurry. Oddly, her car was later found parked outside her apartment, with her phone and packed lunch still inside, a silent testament to her abrupt and unexplained departure. As hours turned into days, concern escalated into alarm. Her family reported her missing on October the 4th after repeated attempts to reach her went unanswered. The Chicago Police Department launched an investigation, but leads were scarce. The initial hope was that she might return on her own, but that waned as time passed without any contact. Her disappearance didn't just affect her family, it sent ripples through the community. Vigils were held, and flyers plastered the city streets. The National Missing and Unidentified Persons System took up her case, and a substantial reward was offered for any information leading to her whereabouts. Yet, despite the public outcry and intense media coverage, the case remained shrouded in mystery. No ransom demands were ever made, and no credible sightings reported either. And no substantial evidence surfaced to provide a clear direction for investigators to follow. This wasn't just another missing persons case. It was an enigma that highlighted the vulnerabilities within our society. A young, pregnant woman disappearing from a busy city without a single definitive clue. Investigators noted inconsistencies in the accounts provided by her boyfriend, who was allegedly one of the last people to see her. According to some reports, he was less than forthcoming during questioning, raising suspicions about his potential involvement. Moreover, records indicate that he had another family in a different state, a revelation that could have contributed to a complicated and emotionally charged situation. Could jealousy, betrayal, or even fear have played a role in Kierra's vanishing? Those who support this theory point out that unfortunately, women are often harmed by people they know. It's a disturbing but common thread in many missing person cases, and it provides a plausible, albeit unsettling, explanation for her disappearance. However, despite these suspicions, concrete evidence linking him or any other close acquaintance to Kierra's disappearance remains elusive. Law enforcement has not named any official suspects, and without definitive proof, this theory remains speculative. Another compelling theory suggests that Kierra may have been a victim of a random act of violence or abduction. Chicago, like many metropolitan areas, grapples with crime, and the possibility of encouraging danger is unfortunately a reality for its residents. Supporters of this theory highlight the timing and location of her last known movements. The surveillance footage shows her on a public street in the evening hours, potentially making her a vulnerable victim to predators. They emphasize that the area, while familiar to Kierra, might have been hidden with dangers after dark. The reduced foot traffic and limited light in certain spots could create opportunities for someone with malicious intent to approach her unnoticed. Additionally, Chicago has struggled with crime rates in specific neighborhoods, and random acts of violence are an unfortunate reality. The possibility that she crossed paths with a stranger who meant her harm can't be dismissed without thorough investigation. There have been instances where individuals have been targeted for human trafficking or subjected to violent crimes with little to no prior connection to their assailants. The lack of eyewitnesses or additional surveillance footage makes it challenging to reconstruct her path after she was last seen. This theory gains further traction when considering that her personal belongings, such as her phone and purse, were left behind. If Kierra had intended to leave voluntarily, it's likely she would have taken essential items with her. Leaving behind her phone, especially, is unusual in today's connected world. It suggests that she either expected to return shortly or that she left under circumstances beyond her control. Her packed lunch remained in the car indicates that she might have been planning to proceed with her day as normal. This abandonment of personal effects raises alarm bells for investigators, pointing toward the possibility of an unexpected interruption or coercion. It strengthens the argument that she may have been met with foul play rather than choosing to disappear on her own. Despite its plausibility, this theory also faces obstacles. The absence of any demands, communications, or sightings reduces the likelihood of a random abduction without leaving any trace. Law enforcement agencies haven't reported any patterns or related cases that could link her disappearance to serial criminal activity. Some suggest that Kierra may have chosen to disappear voluntarily, seeking a new life away from the pressures and expectations surrounding her. They argue that the impending responsibilities of motherhood, combined with personal or financial stressors, might have overwhelmed her. The fact that she called in sick on the day she vanished could indicate a desire to distance herself from her current circumstances. Some speculate that she might have been experiencing prenatal depression or anxiety, conditions that can affect expectant mothers and influence their decision-making. Perhaps she felt unprepared for the life changes ahead, or was dealing with undisclosed personal issues that made her feel the need to escape. Others suggest that she faced relationship troubles or lacked a strong support system. The pressures could have become unbearable. However, it's important to note that her friends and family observed no signs of such distress, describing her as excited about her pregnancy and committed to building her future. There's even talk she might have been dealing with issues unknown to her loved ones. Could she have left to escape problems we weren't aware of, or to protect herself and her baby from something? However, those who knew Kierra refute this notion. Her excitement about her pregnancy and her recent steps toward independence contradict the idea of her abandoning her life willingly. Also, there's no evidence, such as withdrawals from her bank accounts, or confirmed sightings that support the theory of a planned departure. After looking at everything, I keep circling back to the possibility that someone close to Kierra might hold the key to this mystery, possibly her boyfriend. The circumstances surrounding their relationship present a tapestry of potential motives and opportunities that can't be easily dismissed. Inconsistencies in his statements and his apparent reluctance to cooperate fully with law enforcement raises red flags. In cases like these, transparency and prompt action are crucial, and any hesitation can be an indication of an underlying guilt or knowledge. The revelation of him having another family suggests a complex personal life that could have led to conflict. If Kierra had discovered this information, it might have led to confrontations or ultimatums, possibly escalating tensions between them. The fact that her car was found with her personal belongings still inside suggests an abrupt interruption in her routine. This detail implies that whatever happened to her occurred swiftly, likely at the hands of someone she trusted enough to approach without alarm. While I'll acknowledge this is speculative, it aligns with patterns observed in similar cases. The intimate partner is statistically more likely to be involved when a person disappears under mysterious circumstances, so it's worth looking into. At the same time, we can't ignore any possibilities. That's why it's crucial for the investigation to thoroughly explore all angles and for anyone with information to come forward. Kierra Coles deserves justice, and her family deserves closure. By focusing on the most plausible explanations while remaining open to any new information, we increase the chances of unraveling this heartbreaking mystery together. As we reflect on the disappearance of Kierra Coles, I'm reminded of the fragile threads that weave our lives together, how quickly they can unravel, leaving behind voids filled with questions and sorrow. This case is more than just a headline. It's a stark reminder of the countless individuals who vanish each year. Their stories goes unanswered in the corridors of time. Kierra's light touched many, and her absence continues to cast a shadow over those who loved her most. It's imperative that we keep her story alive. Public awareness can be a powerful tool in uncovering truths that might otherwise remain hidden. Perhaps someone holds a piece of information that seems insignificant now, but could be the key to unlocking this case. So what do you think? Do you believe someone close to her holds the answers? Or is there another angle that hasn't been fully explored yet? Share your thoughts and theories in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you thought. You might shed new light on this enduring mystery. And if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to Mystery Unveiled, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.